Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft, and today we are going to be moving our bookshop. Now, our bookshop hasn't really been doing much of anything of late. It's kind of out of the way now compared to like where everybody else is, and honestly, I'm hoping if I move it somewhere a little bit more centralized that we can, make some use out of it. So I'm gonna build a new one in the nether hub, so we've got plenty of room to move around up here. So the only thing that remains is to kind of work out where we want to build it and what we want to do. Now that I have got some spaces underneath these stairs, I'm kind of thinking like maybe making these into like a little bookshop. So maybe we'll if we trying to think now. But if we do an outer edge like that. I have brought like different coloured concrete with me, just to try and sort of give it a bit of more, just to add a little bit more colour in here. What else have we got? Blue. Should we get blue in? So yeah, I mean this could work. I'm kind of liking this. This would be a like nice use of space. So it get, we don't need a lot of space because let's be fair, a lot of it is all going to be in cupboards anyway. So I can like stick barrels on all of these, and they can sort of like kind of look like shelves. Might like put some fence posts underneath. I don't know, or do I just have them? I have to see what sort of space we can work with. I've brought some bookshelves with me as well. So, I mean, I don't know, do we just do like row of bookshelves and then like barrels and then more? Make it look like a library, maybe? I want to go to the ceiling with the books if I'm... Let's see what this looks like. Bookshelves, just about. And then yeah, just basically fill all of the rest of it kind of with barrels. Except I've forgotten to bring the barrels with me. Okay, give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, so I went back and got my barrels and I've just started working on things. So this is what we've got so far. So I'm kind of digging it. Really a lot I can do with the ceiling right now, but yeah. So as you can see, I've kind of put the started getting some of the stuff in, and I'm trying to keep stuff like bundled together. So things to do with like tools are going to be like over here. This is like the armor one, and then like the weapons are going to kind of be like this block, and then I might have a block spare for something. I don't know. I'm still working my way through to figure out what to go in what, but as you can see, I've started moving the stock from my old place And yeah, we need to work on stocking this book, and there is a reason why I'm doing all of this, which I will show you in a bit. But let's finish getting all of my old stock moved over to here, all the signage done, make sure I've got all of the skills possible and all the books possible, and then I'll show you why I'm making a more concerted effort to do this. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so here we are back at my base. I've moved all the old stock over to the bookshop. One thing I wanted to show you before we carried on, I finally managed to get hold of Chas and get him out, and he's fixed my roof. So yeah, my roof doesn't look cack anymore. It actually looks really cool. So thank you very much, Chas. So yeah, this looks so much neater now. So obviously, as before, for any of you guys that are just joining us, that's basically the room that's got my XP bank in. So that's in there. We haven't run it for a few days because I haven't really needed it, because I've kind of managed to get most of my armor back up to where, and my kit back to where I need it to be. But the other thing I wanted to show you is the villager trading mall. Now, you can see from the outside, not a lot really has changed visually. But what I've been doing is putting these are the two villagers. Basically, Chas's payment for fixing my roof was he wanted a couple of villagers. So he's both of these are, even though they're registering trades, which I'm not entirely sure how, because there isn't any spare stations near them where they could be doing it. But anyway, they're blank. That they've not been traded with or anything. So he should be able to change them just fine. So as for, like from before. Basically we had the 10 farmers, and then we had our 10 librarians, I think they're called. Yeah, so basically I've redone these, so I got rid of the ones that were kind of naff and didn't really have anything on it, and I've actually started labeling who's got what, so if I want anything in specific, it's easier for me to find. And what we've also done is we've got another 10 farmers this side, so we've got loads and loads of trading, because what I was finding is in one session I would like lock those out quite easily and still have a load of stuff left over. So I've got another 10 farmers here to trade with, and then I've got another load of librarians. I'm still not finished, but you can see we've got Lucto, we've got Power, Sweeping Edge, and all this good stuff here. And then, there's one guy here, I can't remember what it is. He's got Smite. So I've got 2 more spaces to fill. I possibly might get a third one in. Hang on, so there's one there, the wall, one there with a wall. What? No. So yeah, so 2 more spaces to fill. The one major one I am missing is Protection 5. Protection 4, whichever one it is. Yeah, I haven't got, which is a little bit annoying. And I've also realised that there isn't enough space here to have all of the skills that I want. So my aim is to basically have, one of every. So I can literally just go and buy a book of, of whatever. So we can keep the bookshop stocked. So, obviously the other guys on the server have get more of a benefit of it. And I've basically changed the payment system. So it's just basically 2 diamonds a book for all of the books. So regardless of whether it's Mending, Fortune 3, whatever, I've just put 2 diamonds a book just to make life simple. And yeah, so there's, like I said, there's not a lot that's been going on inside here. Could probably do with actually put a bit more light up here. So this is, again, this is all not permanent. I'm just lighting up. I don't want mobs spawning here. But yeah, so that's we're back to working on this now. And my new plan is that's my smelter I've used a few times, and it is a little bit annoying that I've basically got in order to get it to work, I have to place a specific piece of redstone dust in a specific point to start it, and then I have to take the redstone dust out, otherwise it just doesn't stop, regardless of whether there's anything in it. The minecarts keep rolling. So my plan is going to be moving forwards, and what I think I'll do is I'll quickly nip up to here. I've done a mine. Have I showed you guys the mine? I can't remember if I showed you guys the mine. Yeah, I've started on a new mine. I'm pretty sure I have. There's my castle. So there's the mine entrance, is like just down there. But no, so the future plans going forward thus far is all of these farms are all of these farms are going to go, and I'm going to start utilizing the sort of like area out over there. So I'm going to move all of these. I'm going to try and automate a little bit of it, so more so the collection of potatoes and things. I'm just going to have like a button that you press and it just floods it with water and picks everything, and then I'll manually replant it, because it doesn't actually take too long, but it's just all the, like, you know, so I'll kind of do a button that's kind of linked to 3 of them. So I might do like the beets, the carrots and the potatoes like in one big building, like on multiple floors. So when you press the button, it just harvests all of the lot, and then you just go up and just replant them all. The wheat again, possibly I'll figure something out, but yeah. So basically, the new super smelter is probably going to go in one of these blocks here, because the one I want to build is an upgrade of that one. I think it's got like 30 in it, so we need a little bit longer space. So that's probably going to go in one of these slots here, possibly where this melon farm is, at the front of the building maybe. And yeah, so we need to start branching out and utilizing. You can just see my little villager breeding camp over there and stuff. Yeah, but what the main thing what we're going to do right now is we need to sort of focus more on the village trading mall and get all of that up. And I want like all of the different villagers. I want all the blacksmiths and all of that. What I want, you know, at least sort of like 5 maybe of each to trade with. We'll see how it is. So it's probably going to be on multiple floors, and yeah, so that's where we are at the minute. So I've basically kind of ground to the halt with the villagers, because I emptied out my villager breeder. So I'm just waiting on those guys and actually thinking about it. I'll just give you go. I think I've probably showed you guys this before, but we'll nip over there anyway. So this is just random bridge, and it's not looking too neat out the back, but I kind of was getting fed up of how slow the boats were across the ground, because that's how I'm boating them across. So I literally just chucked a load of ice down, and what I do is I'll take a villager out of the breeder. I'll take him in here, and then like the librarians anyway, and then just keep putting the, you know, unremoving these trades until I get the one I want. So these guys have been busy. There's another 3 dudes here. I think I'll probably drop some more carrots. The thing is, this is all fine until this will kind of be surplus to requirements then. Because once the villager trading mall is kind of built, I kind of won't need this anymore. But I think I'm going to keep it anyway. I might just like cover it over with dirt and stuff, just to make it a little bit, blend it in a little bit more. So it'll kind of be there, you know, and I'll have a supply of villagers as and when I need it. But yeah, so we've got to level all this off. But right now I need to concentrate on doing more building work. So I need to do a water elevator coming up the back. So I can start, you know, getting my villagers like up to the 2nd level, and eventually obviously up to probably the 3rd. I've actually planned for 3 floors. That's the when I built the I'm not going to put an aquarium on each floor, because that was just basically like a nightmare. That was like kind of the main one. But so I've planned for 3 floors. So this particular item elevator goes up to this particular elevator goes up to the 1st floor, and then this I've left space here somewhere. That one. So there'll be another item elevator this side, which will go up to the 2nd floor. So we'll have 3 floors. I think that should be enough. I hope. Because otherwise it means I've got to put in a 3rd elevator, which wouldn't be too bad. I could probably build it here. Just block it off from inside there. It shouldn't be too bad, but I'd rather not if I can help it. So that's the plan. So yeah, so I need to get building and start building on the 2nd layer, and I also kind of need an easy way to access my water tank to add more fish to it eventually. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on for the next bit, and yeah, hopefully next time I see you, we'll have got a little bit more done. Alright guys, so here we are many hours later. It's actually the next day now, and yeah, It's been it's been hard. I kind of decided that I didn't like the look of the glass elevator tubes. So what I decided to do is I had a load of red concrete, and I thought, you know what, just to add a splash more colour in here, I'll change it. So I've changed all of the elevator into red. Which was really interesting. Actually, strangely enough, actually doing the bit inside the aquarium was probably the easiest bit. It was doing all the bits on the outside and trying to stop the water from flowing everywhere. But as you can see, I've forgotten to put the signs on. I could have sworn... Huh. I could have sworn I put signs on those. I obviously did it on those. Right. Okay, let's do this now before I forget. So we'll go through the rest of it in a minute. Right, go over here. Right, that one done. Okay, right, done. So, yeah. So what I've done is I've modified it all as well. I've added a little bit on the end. You can see there's kind of like a little block out on there that will become apparent in a minute. So what we have here is we have the first floor. So I've changed, basically did it with blue concrete. So I'm trying to get a little bit more color in the builds, and blue just happens to be, I just have a load of blue dye. The next floor is probably going to be green because I have a load of green dye at the minute. But yeah, so as you can see, we've made a start. So I've got 5 stonesmiths, I've got 5 weaponsmiths, and I've started on the getting the rest of the skills with these guys, and I finally have protection 4. Yay! Ooh, oh, okay, good. Yeah. So we're building up. So I kind of don't want to go anywhere with any of the rest of the villagers until I've got all of the librarians sorted. As you can see, I've got a load of bricks left over from trading and leveling those guys up, and I've already got cartography and blast furnaces ready to go in the other side. I'm hoping that I only need to use this. I think I should be good to use librarians up till this point, and then there'll be 5. So my goal is to have 5 of every type of villager profession required. It's not necessarily needed, and some of them, you know, you could argue things like toolsmiths are kind of going to be a waste of time, but at the same time, it just me being me, you know, I like to have a little bit of everything, and you never know. I mean, I could have just easily just done like 1 of every type and just had this second floor, but that's not what I wanted to do. You can hear the kids are still fighting in the background because kids are kids. I'm literally like the UN at the minute. The amount of peace treaties and stuff I've negotiated is absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, so yeah, this is my bubble elevator. So this is how I'm getting the villagers up to the next story. It's nice and simple. You just take your boat in and just keep pressing forward, and then you come out the other side, and there you go, job done. So I looked at some railcart systems of doing it, and to be honest, by the time I've like watched all the videos and done like a step-by-step thing, and you know, tried to work out how to incorporate it into my base and all the rest of it for, like I said, a one-time operation, it's actually more time efficient for me just to do it with boats. And you see with the ice path and all the rest of it, it actually doesn't take that long, and when you get into the flow of it, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, so that's the first floor. So if we go around the other side, we've got the elevator which goes up to the second floor, which, as you can see, so I'm going with the glass floors all throughout because there's going to be a glass roof as well. So I want as much natural light to reach in as possible. So as you can say, I've literally all I've done is built it up. There's a load of glass in the smelter that's waiting for me to use it. So I've just stuck a couple of paintings on the walls because just to add a little bit of splash of colour. But that little extra block that's on the side, it occurred to me that if I'm on this floor and there's something I want on the next floor down, I've got to go all the way down to that floor, go around and go all the way back up to the other floor. So in the essence of trying to keep things easy, I've created a third water elevator, and this one literally takes you from that floor to that floor. So no matter what happens, you can just literally just nip from. So if you're the bottom and you want to go all the way to the top, you can do that. If you want to go to the first floor, you can do that. Or if you want to shift between floors, you can do that as well. So that's just to make life easy. And yeah, so this has taken a lot of work. This has taken many hours of working out. And obviously I've been doing a lot of backwards and forwards stocking the bookshop as well. So the bookshop is as stocked as I can make it right now. There is a few bits and pieces missing, but you know, I need the extra things for that. And obviously I appreciate that this floor is actually higher than the floor underneath, that base floor down there. The base floor down there is 3 blocks high, and this one is actually 4. And that is because I wanted to have these nice big windows here. So with the blue concrete and the white stained glass, again, I just wanted it just, you know, just for the aesthetic of it. And I tried it with just like the 2 block windows and the 2 block high windows, and it didn't quite look right. And it kind of started looking a little bit more samey as to what that building, as to what the pumpkin farm building looked like. So yeah, I went with the 3 block high windows just to give it that little bit extra light in here. And obviously, I mean, I could put windows all like around the back, but it didn't occur to me until after I put all the walls up and started putting the villagers in. And yeah, I'm not. So anyway, so this floor is slightly different, but it's more roomy. And then obviously there's probably going to be that floor up there, which will probably have the remain. I'll have to work out how many villagers. I've also got a little door over here, which is basically my access to my... Stop gathering in the corner. Why do they keep doing that? Why do they always gather over one edge? Like, you go over one edge of my pool, over my aquarium, and there's literally nothing in it. There is something like 60 or 70 fish in it, and of course now there's fish in it. I went in it all day yesterday, and there was no fish in this half of this building at all. There was like nothing. But I do need to get more fish in here. I like a lot more, because even like I think to say there's probably upwards of sort of like 60, 70 fish in here at least. It's not really enough because they just keep bunching up in corners and things. So obviously this is all going to be blocked off, and then there'll just be like this door in the corner. So that's my access to the thing. So what I need to do now actually is I need to go and check my village, because I basically run out of villagers again. So I just need to see. Let's pop over to a little breeding camp and see this again, guys. This is I can't remember if I've shown you this or not, but this is just super basic. This is literally a building that I've just put a crap ton of beds in, and there's holes in the roof, which now I think about it, I could probably put trapdoors on it, but never mind. Yeah, so there's no way for really mobs apart from that. That's why I left that gap. I couldn't work out why I'd left that gap. I'd left that gap so the mobs couldn't get to it. So basically, like, I'm the only one that can get up here. And then what I do is I just have food in there, and then I just chuck it down in those guys. And then what I wanted then... So there is a decent amount. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I don't think it's all fully bred out. So let's just chuck some food down here and get some more villagers going. So where are you all clustered? There's a load of you over there, okay. Bit of food for you. And goes over there, so we'll drop you some as well. I think there should be enough beds in there. There's a lot of toing and froing going on. How many beds have we got? I don't even know how many this holds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 villages in there. So yeah, we got some. There's some more breeding, so we'll get this back up to maximum capacity. While we finish the build. So yeah. So what all I'm going to do then is once I've got this particular floor filled, then I'll just extend the item this elevator up the back, up to the next floor, and then once that's gone, I can just like tear it all down. But yeah, so that's basically where we're at for now. I say this took a lot of hours to do, especially as I spent an hour redoing all of the elevator shaft, and replacing all the glass on that. And I genuinely think it actually looks better for it. I do like it. It adds a nice little color contrast to the room. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And yeah, I just need to get my glass and carry on with the floor. And while I'm waiting for the other breeders, I'm starting to run a little bit low on emeralds. I might do some trading. Yeah, we'll do some trading. I think trading will be a good idea. I think the pumpkin farm's full anyway, because I've been over here for like hours. Go and have a look. And obviously it's not being efficient if it's full and it can't do anything with the pumpkins that's there. And obviously if nothing's being picked up by any of the hoppers, then we're going to start getting lag problems. So let's just quickly... I haven't actually used, taken any pumpkins out of this in a... Whoa. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's full. All right. Okay. Yeah, I need to sell a lot of pumpkins. So yeah, I'll show you the results of my selling spree. It's not a shopping spree, is it? Because I'm selling stuff. My selling spree. In a minute. Okay, here we are on our last run. Our last inventory, mostly full of pumpkins. And we shall see what we've ended up with. So it's been about 15 minutes or so, I think. Because obviously we had 3 double chests, plus the hoppers in between. Plus there was a bit of backlog in some of the upper hoppers. But yeah, it's been quite successful, I feel. I haven't really paid that much attention. I've literally just been doing this, dumping the emeralds in a chest and then just going back, and I haven't really been paying any attention to what's going on. Obviously our levels are going up quite as nicely, so we've repaired all of our equipment. So that's good as well, so that's an added bonus, and we're sort of up to, I mean, we were on level, what, 48 before, and we're on like 69 now. So that's also pretty good. Just got to shift these last few pumpkins. And then we should be good to see what our end result is. Something oddly satisfying about just like clearing out all of these pumpkins and just having all these emeralds in return. I think we're done. I think that's it. Yep, we're out of pumpkins. Right, so this is the chest over here. So as you can see, I emptied all of my stuff in my inventory is all in that chest. So they've all been going in this chest. So let's wow. Okay, cool. I'd say that was a very successful 15 minutes. It's nearly a double chest full of emeralds. So that is very, 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 very good. So what I'm going to do now is this. Because I did eat through some of my reserves doing all the trading and stuff, and then if we head back to my warehouse, oh, hello, what are you doing there? Oh, I'm gonna have to do something about you, aren't I? The problem I have is that when you kill a banner carrier and you're in a village area where it detects you're in a village, it gives you an insta raid that you can't drink a bucket of milk. You don't have time. It literally, the moment you kill him, the raid is instant and you have to deal with it. And as you can tell, I've dealt with a few, so that's kind of topped my reserves back up again. That's good. I was probably on that before when I started getting all of the new villagers. and having to spend money on trades and stuff like that just to get them in. So that's actually pretty good. So we'll just dump all of that in there, and we go. I'm gonna find a cow because I think I might be out of the village range there. Not entirely sure, but what I do need is a bucket. What I do need to... Ow. I think there's one over... I think I caught one and left one over. Oh. Really? And there isn't a cow over there anyway. Bugger. Right. Okay. So it seems we have two lots of pillagers that have decided to infiltrate my base. Only one of them infiltrated it in the middle of a cattle pen, so that's funny. So they ain't going nowhere. So there's usually a fair amount of animals spawn up on the top of... Just a cow. All I want is a cow. All I'm looking for. So, now some of you may be asking, hang on a minute, didn't you have like an automatic cow farming machine? Where did all the cows in that go? Yeah, about that. I was just like, I wanted to get on with whatever it was doing. I thought, I'll find some more, it'll be fine, and I killed them all. I'm gonna have to deal with the raid, aren't I? Fair play. That looks quite cool from a distance. I haven't actually seen my place at night from a distance before. It looks pretty awesome. The castle lit up at the back now and a big office tower. That looks pretty cool. Obviously all of it's going to change, but still. Okay, let's go back and deal with the pillagers. At least I should only have one raid spawn. Because if I kill one lot and then quickly kill the other lot, I should be fine. Yeah, that's best. But let's do it at daytime, shall we? I don't need the added hassle of having creepers. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go deal with this, and yeah, and then we'll be not entirely sure what I'm doing next. What am I doing next? Might be getting some villagers. I don't know. We might. Yeah. Okay. I'll think of something. Give me a minute. There's a cow. All of this could have been avoided. There was a cow. God. Ah. Right. Okay. Go deal with this raid. What? Where? What's shooting them fireworks? Okay. But was that the villagers firing on fireworks? Or is that the new? Is that like the weaponsmiths and stuff? Do they fire fireworks when you win? We won the raid, by the way. Not really difficult, but yeah, I've never seen fireworks before. Anyway, so we need to go and update our kill board. So I don't think I've shown you the kill board. Again, my memory. So yeah, this is my kill board. This is basically where I'm sticking all the banners of all of these idiots that I'm killing right now. I think I'm probably... I don't know what I'm going to do when I fill it up. Because it is starting to get a little bit full, and it's also getting slightly harder to navigate. To put stuff on. Another one, there's another one. Another one. So yeah, mind you, we got a ways to go yet. I might put like a ladder up the side or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is our kill board. This isn't even. This is just since I've moved here. I've left all of the ones that are at my old castle. They're all still there. So all of those kills and all the rest of it are, yeah, that's all. That's all there. But that's my kill board for now. I don't know what I'm going to do when I fill it, but I'll have to. I'll probably have another building with a gigantic wall on it at some point. But yeah, so basically raid is dealt with, and all of our trading is done for the day. I think this video is probably going to be slightly longer than normal. I do apologise for that. I'm kind of recording in chunks, bits and pieces in days, left and right, so it's kind of hard to keep track of how much time I've sort of like got in each one. But it's taken me sort of best part of 2 days to basically get this far. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did like the video, please, by all means, don't forget to leave me a like and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to come and see me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you again. I'm done, guys. Bye-bye.